since Asian women want to keep a low body count, is it hard to convince them to have you? That's something else we should talk about, because actually you don't have to like convince them, but when you have sex with a girl abroad and you're not really at the time looking for a girlfriend, or even if you are, like, it's a big deal for them. Like, some of these chicks will be like, wanting you to wait like 2, 3, 4, 5 dates. And then guys who are not experienced idiots, they'll be like, oh, she's not giving it up quick, like an American girl on the first date after knowing her for 2 hours raw in the bathroom. They'll be like, man, these girls don't like me or something. But like, it's just a whole other game. Like, that's why we're saying, like, you're not just going to get on a plane and go have tons of success, like, just like that. There's not like a gaggle of fucking hot women waiting for you at the airport with signs.
And one thing I would say is, I think a lot of women here specifically, they just appreciate when you're just clear on what your intention is. Because there are girls who are like, a common thing I'll hear is, they'll say, I don't date to date, I date to marry.
Yeah.
That's something that some women will say.
Yeah.
And a lot of women, they're like, listen, I just want to know, like, what's your intention? Like, even today, Jess said, why are we dating? It's kind of an interesting question, right? As long as you're honest with girls, like, there are girls who are okay with being casual, and there are girls who are like down to do. And if they are date to marry types, they're just not gonna like, because they're like, I'm not, like, again, there are girls who just like, I date to marry. Like, are we getting married? Like, you know what I mean? So, but what I would say is that the percentage of women that are date to marry or date to be serious, the percentage is much higher in countries that still have like traditional gender roles.
Yeah.
Like here, interesting fact, in the Philippines, there is no child support. There's no protection for a woman who has a child. But if you're married, they kick in. So there's more benefit to that. Another thing is, it's tradition that if a girl's pregnant, that it's considered respectable for the man to marry her right on the spot. Like, to be pregnant, like, if a girl gets pregnant, that's when everyone just looks at the man like, all right, you can do the right thing. Because in the Philippines, you're not an individual, you are the family. And then it's a big pride thing.
Yeah.
Now, whether you agree with these rules or not, the point is those factors have an influence on the dating culture.
Yeah.
Right? Now, consider the U.S. In the U.S., they're like, hey, fucking LaQuisha, you want to have 20 kids? We'll give you money. You know what I mean? Like, we'll literally pay you to fail.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, if you get married to this guy, guess what? If it ends, you're gonna still get.
We're gonna finance you.
Yeah. It's like, imagine if you were to play at a roulette table, and they said, hey, like, you can bet on the colors, but like, if you lose, like, we'll still give you the money. You're gonna be reckless. You're not gonna give a about the game. You're gonna play with no integrity. You just be like, whatever, I don't care. Well, the rules in the States are such that women have an incentive to misbehave. You know what I mean? Now you go to a country.
There's no consequences for their actions.
Yeah.
Like, it's every time I go back to
no action here, and there's no OnlyFans.
And
so you keep compounding, and like women, like you can see the ripple effects of all these social fabric.
No divorce either. No divorce.
Oh, that's right. And it's legal to murder someone if they cheat.
It's legal to murder someone?
Yes. Go on ChatGPT right now. Murder is illegal in the Philippines, and there's one exception. If you catch your legally married partner in the act of sex, it's considered being exposed to adultery. If you kill that person, you're exempt. Like, it's considered like you're good. And I even asked the lawyer here. You can kill a cheater. Now the rule is you have to be legally married, and you have to catch them in the act, or there has to be then you can kill them. Isn't that crazy?
In Japan, if you get caught cheating, you can sue your wife and or husband and the cheater.
Wow.
And it's held up by the law, and you can sue them for 10 grand each.
In the Philippines, they call it being exposed to adultery. That's because, again, I have a lawyer here, and he tells me all this stuff. Now,
somebody says justified homicide here in the chat.
Yeah. So now the point is, like,
oh man.
Now we're not necessarily defending these laws, but the point is, when you live in a society where getting, like, being committed to someone has benefits, but around doesn't. When you live in a society without abortion,
Yeah.
like these all have social consequences to the dating culture.
Right.
So whenever you're across the table from a girl, she has a head full of rules that you don't share.
Yeah.
And they again, this is why.
And the woman can kill the husband too, right? Or if the husband's cheating too.
Yeah. Well, no, it's basically the cheater can get.
Okay.
Like it's not like if I'm cheating on my wife, I kill my wife.
No. I got that. So like if the woman catches the husband cheating, she can kill the woman?
No, you can kill the man.
No. The woman is married to the husband.
Yeah.
The wife catches the husband cheating with another woman.
Can she kill the woman?
Can she kill the woman?
No, she can only kill the husband. You can't kill it. Like if basically you can kill your married partner if they're cheating. I'm not even kidding. Right now, everyone Google murder, adultery, Philippines law. It's real.
Well, that's kind of funny.
They call it exposure to adultery.
Because they're the one with the commitment. So they're breaking the commitment.
Basically, if you're married, if you're married and the other person fucks around, you can like, and you'll be, it's like insane.
Happy wife, happy life.
The future is female.
OnlyFans is a real job.
Believe all women.
Big is beautiful.
It's okay to have a hoe phase.
America is the best country in the world. This is total bullshit. You ever get hopeless with dating in your country, drowning in a sea of women that maybe just aren't up to the standard you know you deserve?
Dating in the West is not what it used to be. Finding a good woman can be a full-time job, and maintaining a relationship, that's an even bigger mountain to climb. We live in a world of people telling men, no, you can't. Want to say hi to that girl in the mall? Nope, that's harassment. Want to express your boundaries? Sorry, that's being insecure.
Do you want a girlfriend that weighs less than 150 pounds? Nope, that's fat phobic. Guess what? All of these rules are a fiction, a lie, and you can escape them today. What if I told you that all of these problems can go away with one simple trick? We've been told you can't do that our whole lives. Want to move to another country? You can't. You don't know anyone there. But we did.
Want to date hundreds of beautiful women around the world? You can't. You're just an average guy. But we did. You can't start a harem of women? But we did. Twice. Between the two of us. In separate countries around the world.
And at the time, we didn't even know each other. But now, with our combined talents, we are bringing you a special one-time event. We will show you how to plan cheap trips around the world safely and get private access to girls that no other average traveler can even dream to meet. That's including the most advanced and secret way to meet hundreds of women that isn't using dating apps, although we'll show you how to hack those too. And even if you're having success now, I guarantee that we will increase your success to even higher levels. Whether it's moving abroad or just making sure your next vacation is now including beautiful, exotic women from around the world, we are going to show you how to have the power in dating once again and end your women troubles forever.